Welcome to Jupiter. Now, we'll take a little tour guide. There's a nice, decent distraction. I don't want to look at the Born Ultimatum OST Extreme Rays because that's not the back of my head. I don't think I want to be in a movie because there's too much work and they work very hard to make the money they make, and they make big money because they're inspirational to people and they've taught me a lot over the years. I learned something about the Born Ultimatum. I've only seen it once, but the Born Supremacy I've watched multiple times. First one in the series is usually better to me. Not that the Born Ultimatum wasn't great, it was good. I just seen it when I was younger and I watched it over and over again. The girls from Twitch will have to wait, lad. I'm talking to myself. There's three of me. Well, there's more than. See, the Cody Hayden with the pot plant. This represents legalization of cannabis. And that's on Mars. That's not where I am. You see, I'm on Jupiter. See, this is where I'm at now, Jupiter. A place far from here because I simply am above any assassination plot. As if he wouldn't want to dare do that. Because you know what would happen. He's going to want to do somebody. And well, suicide is suicide. I see. Well, I come from within, not Chris. So some men believe in traditional Italians, Italian American. Yeah, the Italian Canadians. And they're Italian Americans too, because we're all North Americans. There is only one traditional Italian American mafia. they're not breaking they're not breaking the chain. No. Chain of commands only go one way, man. And I may write fancy things for fancy people, but I write serious things for serious people. Things get real quick when I haven't even wrote one about it. The old lodge downtown where three or four people that I know personally have been married there, trying to say something to me. They want to be on one side of the fence and not the other, because there's a fence. Some are in reality iffy, others are in the underworld iffy, and I'm in a trench right under it, the fence. I have a swiveling chair. I go back and forth here, and I still remain under the trench, in the trench line there. No matter how I put it, I'm fucked to being pretty awesome online. But then again, I don't have to be broke either because I can be what they call a drug dealer. And criminals notoriously get to do what they want. So if you don't let me be a drug dealer, well, you're kind of forcing my hand into something there. I'm going to need to do it. So, and you figure that your buddies in law enforcement will handle it for you. I don't know that you have any buddies left in this kind of law enforcement because I don't pack those. So if I start packing those, then there must be a fucking serious situation. Like they're not allowing me to sell drugs and information only goes one way, and the truth is the truth, and it's just the countless chapters. Why don't I just go to Calgary, Edmonton, or Vancouver and go in the big leagues then? Because we're a small town, and I'd like to see the skyline go, but there's city gardens being built. City for his wheel of fortune. You see a Y, and a C, and a E, and an S. I don't have any money in it, no, but it's simply a sign. Hey, Cody, you want to do something online for us? We all know who you are in the big leagues of development. Hey, I played some. I played some. I played The Sims growing up before I got to high school. When I was in high school, I was for summer or something. Played on the computer a lot by myself, without buddies. At home, my old man always bought a computer. He found the money to do it because he was always working hard. As a working man, because he probably just wanted to raise a family and get away from all the shit that he did as a younger man. Well, I was behind him, and it is behind him. He's 65 going to 70. Somewhere's in the middle. I don't keep track. I can just ask the man. And his birthday, somewhere's in the 60s, I think, 50s, somewhere's in there, 70s. I don't know. I know his birthday is August 18th, and it's the birthday. And I'm the son of Satan. I say, oh, it's just because they're 18. And he's in 08, 18. Well, what year? I don't know. There's a 5 in it, I think. And he's not Satan. But let's do a little tour guide. I just like to say that. I'm the son of the devil. I tell people that as an inside joke. I'm not. But this one here, Cody Hayden, 27 friends, 20 mutuals. There's a pot leaf there. Looks like a nice bud. I grow nice weed too. I only pulled 2 crops in my life. My bedroom, my old bedroom. I stay in the RV now. It's colder out here. I like it. I can talk. I usually only do social media by myself. It's a great trick I play on people. But I never show anybody what I'm doing. See, this one I can't get back onto. I don't know the password. I can message him. Let's see if I can have a word with him. Line cook. Well, I was at one time for a shift or two until somebody quit. Well, he was good at his job and he just quit. I had nothing to do with it. I don't know why he quit. The mystery, because we were doing quite well and I was busy there for a bit and then he quit. I enjoyed the work. See, I know one decade at a time, yes. Who knows? James, was it? Mom liked him too, I believe. I don't know. Karen quit. Rowan's alright to me. I gave my 2 weeks notice. I don't know. We're sleeping. It's 3 in the morning. Of course they're sleeping. Everybody sleeps at 3 in the morning. They don't have work anymore. They're retired, but they still need their rest. I work the night shift now. I got caffeine shots. No, I don't sniff the shit no more. Simply put, when you work in the kitchen and you don't use gloves for corrosive, pre-wash, pre-soak, and you want to go home and pretend to be a coke addict, so if you're in the gang there, they think you're a coke addict still, and I could get away with more than on my next push. Because I've never been addicted to coke once in my life. Nope. But you see the corrosive stuff soaked in my hand, so when I was rolling the bill and snorting it, there's definitely a hole up here somewhere. Somewhere in the cartilage. Because it hurt like a son of a gun. And it hurt. I couldn't figure out if it was the bike was poisoning me or not. I mean, it's cocaine, so technically it's a form of, it's not poison, but it's not good for you. This is in 2021. I'm not sure. Before I even got to the acting, I was in Gay Guard 46, and then I went to the acting. And they're great over there. There's all those ladies over there. Wow, there's so many women there that try and help for that. I can't remember. And there's one good man there from the coast. We had a coffee. But I did go through some traumatic experiences, and still I'm on my meds. Because I have to be. Simply, I'm on my meds. And as doctor-patient, I'm privileged to know what kind of meds I'm on. So I might say Invega, I might say Seroquel, I might say this and that. This is an act. Not all of it's true. So the truth is privilege between the doctor and that's it. I respect that, and I know they respect that doctors. So damn right they do. Doctor's a doctor. Well, psychologists and doctors, same thing to me. So what do I know about either? Well, I know they're nice people and they've always helped me out. Yeah, I'm just looking at this picture from Mars. This isn't where I am. See, I teleported to Jupiter. Gravity here is better. They might want to keep me alive longer, so teleport me out there. Who's that? Oh, the doctors, the one. I'm the one that shook the tree there at those wonderful ones. And there's one more wonderful one. You might feel like that I did something wrong, and I did, but I always, I always make it good. And I will. Burn up a good one. I've been doing those lately to advertise. Well, not advertisements, but thank yous to the big companies. The Oracle somewhere. I can't remember where. Oh, he's a fine man. A wise man. A handsome man, of course. He would know who I am. Of course not. Maybe after. Well, he might even be up for the day. Strong coffee. Yeah, I can make a little mess. My living quarters is not for viewing right now because it hasn't been tidied up. Well, I'm basically a director, producer, screenwriter, and my own work, not in the real world. No. This is Jupiter. It's in the real world. I get paid the big bucks for creative freedom. Oh. Well, anyways, so there was. Well, I wouldn't dare think to hurt anybody's whole family. I wouldn't do that. No one would do that to me. None of these men. Nope. They know a good thing when they want to just avoid a sweep of law enforcement. Then they're gonna understand one thing. That's not gonna help the situation. That's gonna make it worse for them. So when I die, I'm not in charge of anything that happens. So I'm gonna be here till I'm 100. So simply these men don't go to jail. Well then leave the country. Do yourself a favor. And, you know, smile at them. of smart, street smart. That should be enough smart for him. He's been working his whole life for it. People wander down a cave, you heard of? They're planning something, you know, and I can smell it. Their plan is to run me out of Dokken. Well, that's not fucking working, is it? You guys are getting out of Dokken. And me and my friends, we're sick of it. The Dokken and Kamloops ain't yours. You just have a standing army that says that there's no fucking you know, friends of mine hostage. I'm like suicidal. My brother. Wow. I know if the whole world knows this is free man million on YouTube. I want to keep eating. I want to keep slinging. Even if it's $20 a day. It's still 600 a month. I can get the stuff in cheap enough by buying randomly. Yeah. You guys are going to have a problem with it's you and yours. If my dad doesn't want anything to do with you guys, but he does the chain of command. And he does the best he can. And I know that. It's always been that way. So what's changed here? I just got out of the psych ward. Nice color for me, eh? Hey, did you find the mail that I've been with yet? You guys? No? We're gonna pay someone to say it? You haven't got to that stage of that yet. Because there isn't any. Of a burner phone from around here, eh? They know that burner phone, or that one they didn't have. That was right after 2010. So you had that one tapped, did you? I tapped my own the first time, and that's where you guys learned how to do it too. Oh, there's a lot of guns protecting me there. If you simply put, there's a couple men that know how to throw a gun or two around here, and there's one man here that doesn't need to fight. He knows something about helicopters too. Helicopter pilot was he? I must have had a phone in my pocket that day. Or there's an internet connection. Or somebody else mentioned something to somebody else, and you figured it was him all along too. We met once. Good man on it. No man done the best he can. Ready to get something. He's done a good job. I'm a good man. And he's an American. The only one around. And it feels like victory for us, but they're not done kicking it. You hear the gunshot go off. It'll only be Christopher. He's the only one that hates me now. This is my success, is not his success. So, well, you're successful in your own way, but just because you're not running a vehicle at your house doesn't mean I'm not there. Or it's not his house. Neither of them are. He must own one somewhere else. So your success is not my success. So keep it in check there. Right. That's my evil half. Cooking me nose. I got a nose like the black back bastards they are. And I got a hole in the top of it from that fucking corrosive stuff with it. I should have had gloves on. I know that. I read the bottle. I didn't put 1+1 together until it was too late. My sinuses are good now. Other tooth is not too bad. It was a little green, but can't afford it right now. Oh, Val just lends me the money to pay off my debts and my 30 back that was stolen out of my pocket from a forced person. Well, then sure. Sure, I'll do it. It'll be 110,000. Right in the middle of where we started, amen? Valinsky. No slinky. 110 G's, shut me up. Well, that's a pretty good deal, man. So, and I got $80,000 in debt that I could pay off quietly, as many people do around this fucking land and world. And nobody's calling fucking whistleblower on all that stuff. So, you guys are pretty fucking stupid if you think that's a bad deal. Guarantee, yeah, that I won't talk about you guys and I'll still be on the internet. You think I'm going to give up my internet fame and stardom that I've worked so hard? And it says 0, and you guys are all watching. You think that's your hacker doing that? You think the Americans are not going to? You just don't get it. They don't. They don't understand. So I love you too. And I got the gist of it. Apple. Next one. Ron's favorite. Put out a bug in the house. Of course it did. That's why I just why I met. So that's about it. Guess you've been on the since you got pushed out in elementary school. Got pushed over. Hot now. You got your success. I got mine. I don't even remember this. Morning. Men with guns in town, and the nomads know it. And they're outnumbered big time. And if he knows it, he doesn't want people to know that. Because there's hunters and fishermen too. And rather than see me, they have motion detecting cameras. And when certain men move, they move in other places in town. And it's a cat and mouse game. And nobody's coming from Vernon. Nobody. Because it's already been reinforced to the nines by Iffy, and they're all surrounded out there too. And cat and mouse game is, well, when you're beloved, you're beloved. When you're hated, you're hated. That's the bottom line. So there's really no overthrow. Well, they're trying. They simply think I need to die. So they're the only people that are stopping. Well, I have to call people, but people are now risking their own skin because they're being told to buy off other people when they want to do drugs. Some people don't even do drugs anymore. They don't even do recreational drugs because they can store them off the internet. Tor browser, figure it out. It's encrypted. You can find it. They'll mail it to you. And simply put, I'm not making any money off of it. Hey, Some of it'll get through, some of it won't. I mean, a lot of other towns have been going to this because of the bikers. So and the mob don't sell dope. So and I'm not traditional Italian American. So I don't make people. I got my own imaginary character. I'm not tribal. I go. I've been making that joke my whole life. And I say it, I'm like, oh, that's great for Americans. I know how to entertain. This is true across the board. You can't argue. Even the worst of the Soviets that made it through in the Moscow area that are still there and have nothing to do with any war, but they're still crusty old Soviets that are maybe at 90 something and they don't communicate anything. And they want me to translate something. I'm working on it. I'm not Val's protege. No. No, that's his son. I didn't learn nothing from it except how to spy. I already knew it from movies I watched. I watched him like a fucking hawk. He gave me his back sometimes. I gave me his. That's simply two in the hole. No, bird in the bush is worth 10 in the hole. I did my time in the hole. I did my time in this part. So if there's a sweep coming, Val, it's not my doing. It probably isn't. So you got more money than God. So and you won't even let me hang on to fuck 100 grand. This guy, oh, just the world. He promised me at double the fucking rates. Well, that's not my problem. Those guys wanted too much out of me. Well, they shouldn't have took any. What they want, 300 an ounce each? Pretty fucking close, eh? Well, that's on them. I'm still ruined for Val. And run never with no, not unless he drops it off at the mailboxes down there. Waste those money. Drop them off down there. Have a gun barrel on him. There's no trust. He's just trying to anyone to kill. That's it. What the fuck is everybody talking about? So why can't one of those three get this stuff? Wow. They don't do that. They just take a piece. My mellow man didn't know about that. He's been playing me the whole time. But hey, the government's relying on me to be me. Can I handle being me? I can. Sorry for the months of away. Because IRS, the CIA, if there's any properties in my name, who wants them? Because I didn't give anyone permission to do it. Use my name for something. I might even own a few houses in the hills of some place. Maybe. But hey, some of it was done out of respect. Maybe. Or some of it was done out of fix up. There's a crooked olive skinned man here, there, and everywhere. There's a good, bad, the ugly, and the evil side of the mafia, too. Joe Bonanno, Joe Colombo, Gambino, Carlo, and the other two. Well, there's a Bonanno club and there's a Colombo lodge in town. So, well, it's right there. I've never been married there. It doesn't mean man like Mike's been married there, and he did it out of respect because he figured I would have went. I just don't do weddings well. I'm a cheap bastard. Mine was $200. I didn't even pay for it. I paid for the vodka though. That's what poisoned me. And it's not funny anymore. My ass. Ben had a sip of it. He made sure to have a sip of it. He had a fix up there. Well, Ben called me recently. Didn't sound like himself. I'm assuming something in food too. I did that to my food. Not his parents, but not his girlfriend. Somebody could be sneaking in when at home. Everyone's at work. Kids in school. I'm not kidding, Ben. I'm not doing it. You don't sound like yourself. You don't feel like yourself. Probably something that won't be traced. They probably think we're this close to each other. We're in cahoots. We're in cahoots with either Chris or me. Well, Chris guys will be the ones doing it, or there's somebody else trying to get you onto the right wavelength. A legitimate man. You're not going to be poaching cougars. They live underground, man. That's where cougars live. Nobody goes in a cave looking for a cougar because by the time you find one, it's too late. You can find their dens or fear the dogs even know to stay away. Dogs don't lead you to those dens. The dogs know better because they get picked off at home. That's how it works in the Animal Kingdom. They can get through a door too. Not a human's door. They know better. They're wise animals. Simba knows it. He's king of the mountain lions. He knows when his own are being picked off legally, maybe, but not trapping and killing them. There's a nice picture, yeah. Where'd I get that? From Derek Erickson. Ask him how his leg is. How's his leg is. Well, hey, I'm a feared Street Fighter. This isn't Street Fighter. Ah, ah. Still quick. Yeah, I still got it. No problem. They haven't tried me. Oh, they tried me recently, but in numbers. Numbers. One of them had his hand on his knife, talking to me, talking right through me, looking this way, waiting for Chris to tell him what to do. He was on his phone too. Yeah, Sylvia there, telekinetics. Yeah, they do it. And they're trying to force it on the public. I don't do telekinetics. Nope, nope. Man from the Crimson Secret Police. Hold on. Crimson Secret Police. Crimson Secret Police. One word. Crimson Secret Police. That's why it's full of shit. I can't. My girlfriend stole my laptop. Must have been her, unless I forgot it somewhere. Well, she had that man outside watching her. Well, she's hanging out with men that are too old for her, or she's using them for something. I don't get used. I don't use either. I look a lot older. My eyes are still black. The door just opened a little bit. Door opened a little bit more. You moving? Moving. Just kidding. How can I have friends that are girls? How many of these girlfriends do I have? Nobody's business. You're talking about the online ones, the imaginary ones, or the ones in real life? Or there's a Twitch star to be in the works. No kissing, no fornicating, no dates. Pretty strict. No, 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 no going to the RV at night. Ah, still getting something from that. Bad news. Giving you bad stuff. Not the same. No, it isn't. They're giving you the form of Ifid's grand secret, the stuff that makes him really horny. Yeah. And she's still texting Derek Weatherhead. Okay. She don't text me no more. She's not going to be a, and they can't offer what I can offer online. Oh, she's sleeping. It's cool. Be an adult about it, Derek. You're in love, fella. She's not. inside joke for didn't take my tradecraft to Kelowna. Where'd you learn how to be silent? He's never had a good thing to say about me. Of course he hasn't. And then he's trying to say that that's some sort of secret way of. No, he's a neo-Nazi. That's all he is. Trained by Adam. And Adam Sienkiewicz. How could you? You hate the Jews. You've been to Auschwitz. I know you went with Grandma, didn't you? Piece things together. They're all running around trying to beat me up here. I'm 35. They're young. They love me. The trouble for them. The only way out is to surrender because if they kill me, I'm betting the Hells Angels will be ran out of Canada completely. They'll be shunned completely. Even the traditional ones will have a hard time selling the TV on the corner. Oh, will they ever? It won't be my dad's fault because he'll probably go too. Mom might be the only one left standing. I'm not kidding. And what did Ron do over here? Nothing, right? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No one told me anything, Ron. I piece things together. I can smell you from here, even though you're in Pemberton, that area, in a hunting cabin with a satellite signal. We may know where you are, but keep close to that fire on because you're retired or you're retarded because you think you're not going to try and kill me. Oh, I'm waiting for it. You're waiting for it to happen, are you? You're going to have to hire a triggerman, you fucking idiot. You can't find one. He looked all over the world. He's there with the black money. And they know who he is. They need him to stop me. Okay. And that one overthrow just inside southern BC. I know I need to use the Gojo. It's from working on my car, Megan. Settle down. This is a fight for gorillas. And there's only one gorilla and one other one. His name is Ronald. 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 That's like high school bullying. Same thing I did to your stepson. Oh, I didn't bully him, though. He started the fight. He was told to that day, or that he taught him something young. Listen to me. Tell me clearly that really good that day when I tapped him out in Dufferin, eh? I wasn't on your wavelength then. Oh, I'm on a different wavelength. Where's some of those beer tickets? At this rate, I might be needing them. Going up for drug buys, just for beer runs. I got good ones. I'm like Nefertiti. I got so much shit in school, I just stopped being friendly to the girls because the girls always got me in trouble, so I just stayed away from them. Except for that one in Richmond. My brother got me in trouble down there. I went his way. Oh, the prince of the underworld has gone to a farm of where they cut me open in that mysterious sphincter operation. They pulled one of those bugs out of my arse. That dream I had. Oh, they wanted to know everything about me. So they put a tracking device in my arse, even though we all carry smartphones. New age of organized crime meets old age. Controlling. See, we all work together now, man. And they demand slavery out of people. Pretty easy to tell who that is. Dealers are saying, my God, when's he going to display? Oh, they're holding firm. I'll just buy randomly, like a guy that came from out of town. Yeah, I'm Falcon Chase guy. Different police than I got. And I'll be in town tomorrow. Yeah, well, it's actually lights up. I got a headlight on the car. I bought one today. Everyone's got smart cars anyway. I got it. Oh, the Yuletide log. See, I wanted to do a Yuletide log when I started. That's what we're going. So I get sidetracked. Stopping an overthrow. Why is Christian Monroe still online? Has she not passed away? Or this is what I'm wondering. I thought she did that. This is why someone got her account. And they're looking for customers or something. Pretty fucking sad. Did you think about her family? Don't ask. No one must be in right. Time to get it up. Now she is very sorry for her family's loss. I only met her twice, 3 times as long. Another woman, gone too soon. And if they don't want to go Iffy's way, they end up dead. There's a biblical amount of fucking mass murder going on in this country. It's because of Clifford Coughlin. Oh, they don't know. They don't know who their dad is. It's half overdose and half mass murder. Not the paramedics' fault. Nope. Montana was saved, and that's a good place to start. That's how you help. Simply put, paramedics went through the pandemic. They didn't complain about that. They've got us through that, and if he attacks them again with a fucking full frontal fucking attack here with different kind of mix. I don't mix fentanyl. I never did. I bought from one dealer and another dealer and mixed them together last year. Yeah, when I wasn't allowed to. Simply put, who gives a fuck what that guy thinks? Fuck. Other people are scared of him. Well, they can just take refuge and listen. You don't need to be scared of him. You know, be scared of his strategy, maybe. He's just a fucking evil man. That's all he is. Evil. Only works one way. Yeah, come see me if you without a gun. Sort it out like back in the day. Yeah, usually young men don't, fight old men. That's how wars start. You ain't got the juice or the gumption to arm up and like both sides of the fence. Subconscious. We all have one. Invasive telekinetics is a true thing. We've used it before some years in the past. It only works now because we're all connected to the internet. If everyone closes your eyes for a second, Cody Hayden doesn't control nothing. And he doesn't. He's an internet person. I get away with having creative freedom differently than others. That's it. Because I do it for good reason. There's no app capitalism with one man name. That's just a, oh, that must be it. This is the game. You signed up for it, pal. Yeah, position acquisition license. I don't need one of them. bad ones, the criminal ones. I only speak of them. The rest of them are good Italian. Good working man is a working man anywhere. I call someone a mafia. It's only criminal from Italy. And the odd one in LA. The property has three pieces of property, and they ain't got to move it. Because if they move it, they lose. Life could be better. They have enough Beverly State real estate. I didn't even give permission. Well, thank God for those two young men who pretended to be some. One wrote it right in the ground. And, which one's that? I don't know, but I think they already know. Doesn't fucking me. How could I? I could. People I grew up with turned out a different way. Not all of them. Some of them. Some of them are partners and they don't like each other. But right now, who's on the wrong side of haters? Well, anybody. I'm an internet content creator. So when I get across the state line there, and I talk to a realtor in person, I was made by a house in the city. Somebody called in, eh? Was it my voice? There's only one me. This is Red Alert. This is a great game because it was about finding the Soviet or finding the young man who could find the Soviets, and I found one of them. And there's something about Safe House I don't know about. Well, I would have yesterday. Uh, Command and Conquer. Red Alert. This is a great game for the children. Hey, I found the Soviet. It was me who found them. And oh yes, most important. When we'll get back to this, I simply hooked on stopping the overthrow. Sorry, I do it all day, and they're listening on this phone, and they can't fucking stand me. They're not my fans, but they think it better to hit me. They all want to get hit, and who knows? Then that'll be a complete fucking wipeout. And that kid's chasing me around with an axe, and this is a win for you, Iffy. You're getting brave, pal, telling him to do that. Oh, he did it on his own? Are you sure about that? Yeah, that's right where I knocked you the fuck out and we dropped you off, me and Raymond Jules. You don't remember because your jawline was split under your fucking mustache, you fucking yuppie. So, split, not bleeding. Hard to split that piece of work right there, like killing him. Oh, he lived. Oh, hey, Esket didn't chase me around with an axe. He's a fucking liar. She's gonna say the same thing because she's been to jail recently and he's going in. Oh, he's going in for something. I got good friends. Well, I got a buddy, and he's a buddy from way back, and probably more than one. So some see things from space and they don't tell anybody. Some plans are already formed and hatched. He's simply a punk bitch, and I'm not a rat. So he has little friends, some buddies in Kelowna that use him, or used him and kicked him off from being prospect, and they're keeping in touch with him now. And he sits there when I'm going to stay the night. I'm up, and he's sitting there like it's jail. And he was having a good time when I was there, but now he's not having a good time anymore. He's on secure. He's on watch duty, and they're already fucking with him. Or they're pretending to fuck with him. Uh, It'd be the first time I met a man. The woman, they have to understand something. In a place like BC, where where's the bud? A place like BC, where the women are grown here beautifully. Well, they're all beautiful women, but there's some similarly. There's very beautiful women. See, when I was in my 20s, I stayed single, but I didn't work a stressful job. This is for the wives and the girlfriends. Because a man like Iffy has blackmailing a lot of people. Okay, and simply put, men are not going to shoot me over certain thing called divorce on both sides of the fence. This goes for everybody. In my 20s, and nobody needs to be ashamed. Nobody needs to be ashamed. They probably know somebody that did something like what I'm into is if they're feeling ashamed. I'm covering for anybody that feels ashamed about anything. It's just blushing in the face because you're all sitting around with your wives or your girlfriends and you know somebody cheated. And I'm the comeback kid, so well, he called me the kid, and I can rebuild a dope line. I can't rebuild a bullet in my head. And Abraham Lincoln, he got rid of slavery there, and somebody shot him, and when he was enjoying a theater. So, and he's got a memorial there. So, it'd be a hell of a thing to lose me, just because I fucking stopped Clifford Coughlin. He's a powerful man who's using blackmail against powerful men. That some pack guns because they're not allowed to pack guns, and he's got those men blackmailed too, probably. He's loyal. Oh fuck, a man like that. Some of his men simply want out from this thing called war against Cody because I fight a war of attrition, man. I don't need money or food to do it. I go a day. They have 3 courses. They're in gyms. They're doing this and that. They got beautiful wives. Some of them are just outright killers. I still don't want any beef with me because my buddy Mike's gonna get out soon. And that was whatever. Well, from where I sit is it's a good case because he wouldn't want me saying anything about a woman that he cared about. He still does. She simply was too scared to see the difference. And, oh, you're either on Uncle Johnny's team inside or you're on Mike's team. That's the only 2 ways about it. Because the man didn't go PC and he didn't lose an eye. So that's what I was told. Well, maybe he was told to scare me away from jail after it happened. I was already a full-fledged fucking criminal. The yellow pill I remembered years later. But anyways, I wandered off. I'm rolling DB. I have papers here. Cindy. Oh, this, yes. I wasn't telling a story, but some men didn't brush whatsoever. Other men just know a man that did. And it's embarrassing to even, they can't say it because that would be against the goddamn, it's just against going with men in special positions. Sometimes they need it. It's never an hour. Maybe they sit and chat for an hour. Usually it's just like a 10, 15-minute pump, and that's it. And there's no love. It's just a quick release of, testosterone basically. For me, it was, well, I was still in the lead. Not everyone was leaving me alone. And then they were. I was still in the lead. And then I got coked up. I needed them to know I was a cokehead again. Because through my 20s, I didn't do any of it. I remember one night I spent with a half gram. And it was in my pocket in the dresser. This was after Catherine left me. Well, she left to go live with Grandpa Wayne. And she was a great granddaughter to me. Great granddaughter in law. She was there to help out. Not there to steal anything or nothing like that. Grandpa would have been way ahead of anything like that. She wasn't there with Grandpa. She just did her. I gave her shit for ever going on a trek with him. But hey, she wasn't there that day, so good. And, obviously, and I still care for her as I was one who helped her get in this country. And she didn't, wasn't that big of a deal. She had shit like I did. She was. Better not touch that, man. One of the teachers, like, don't touch him. We'll see about it later. He's not a good man. That hurts his feelings. Well, good. Supposed to. Some men are allowed to have a quick pump and dump. Other men aren't. He never told me. No. I don't think he has ever. I don't know. It's not my business to know what people are doing at 4 in the morning. Usually if they're married, they're with their wife in bed. Or in the kitchen or whatever. I know what you do. And he wants me gone. Finito. And he ain't getting it. 'Cause I'm from BC. And before that happens, I'll put this through his fucking hand like this. We're at war, man. That's a proxy war. And I got men fighting it from all angles. They don't need to see me or talk to me. But if he leaves, I know it. Because the old men know it. And the old men are going mafia type. They're all like, And I'll be damned. I'll be damned if any of them fucking pass before we get our fucking revenge on that fucking portion. You fight a war of attrition. And our grandkids aren't gonna have to fight it because of him and Clifford or Ron or fucking Brian. Brian's just a legal man. Legal my ass. And he's like, he's got to be silenced. Yeah, these 5 or 6 men, they want me silenced. No shit. Valdek's fault. Not really. I played him perfectly. 5 versus 5. This is a beautiful thing. See, I may be pretty, but at the end of the day, I'm still a saint. And I still know Ernest Kershaw's grandson. Kershaw, man, sharp like the blade, pointy like the blade. Well, the knife was named after him, Graham. Why this Kershaw knife? It's a little too hot of a situation for Graham. He was a navigator or a trainman during World War II. But I picked up from Graham. I never met him. Graham's last name, I'm not sure. But he was a I gave that young man, Graham, a place to live for free when he came to town. I paid half his rent when he lived in South Surrey for when I barely could. I'm here down on my fucking luck. And he wouldn't come out here to help me because he's got no money saved. He's broke as a fucking joke. And he's wandering from job to job doing nothing. That's how he always lived. And he could be out here in Kamloops helping me. And they're not shutting me down, Graham. You simply don't want to be here because you don't want to be here. And you wouldn't be anything but my peer. You're actually a little older than me. Fuck. He wants to listen to gangster rap and act like he's fucking Tupac out there. He's doing the same thing as he always has. Well, has he got a serious job yet? Well, I would like to see him over here for a visit. And I told him to fuck off one day in a text. And I sent him an apology on email too. And he doesn't even keep in touch. Well, it's my only way of knowing how his mother's doing. And I'm sure she's doing just fine. Why wouldn't she be? She got lots of friends. And she keeps busy, I'm sure. She's a wonderful woman. I only met her once, I think. I didn't even meet her, only on the phone. I met Paul once. He opened the door. He was there when I think I just said hi to him once. And, well, that's nobody's fault but me and Graham's. I was there when I lived up on the Laurier when I was living up at Jason, second cousin Jason. And I lived there, when I was, in the basement suite of the house I lived in. My Graham he was there for the funeral. I just simply thought it would be best for him to be with his family and not hanging out with me, so I didn't go over. I missed his call. The 2598 was it, I believe. Well, the first six make a difference, Graham. It's a little bit impossible to find. Yeah, well, I remember these things, and you are upset your father passed, and I understand that, but you're 30 fucking 7 or something. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, would it occur to go visit your mother for a month? Maybe I have something to tell you. It's not a bad thing. You're watching me on the YouTube right now. I don't want you to work for me, Graham. I never did. Ever wanted you to work for me. What's the difference between working a job there or here for a couple weeks? Spend a month or two. I'm sure you could talk your mother into it. Jesus Christ, man. Well, then you stay for a month and you save a little bit of the money and don't spend it all on weed, beer. You've done the same things as I just had a great year, man. I'm not asking you to help me fight anything. Jesus Christ, I'm not fighting in my own mind, Graham. Why are you watching on YouTube and for zero? You think you're the only person in the world that's done this? You think I don't know when you're watching? Yes, Graham, I made this just for you. This is just for you and the intelligence division of the housing. Oh, they let you in on a little secret, did they? Zero made it over to Alberta, did it? Just for you, though, Graham. It's only for you, though. The neighbor doesn't watch either. Somebody's gonna have to send him a fucking smoke signal from the igloo next door or something. The winter's coming, and they get it worse than us out there. Maybe then he'll understand what kind of friend I've been for him. He keeps getting involved with the wrong guys, but still trying to help him. I'm simply trying to say that. Yeah, and Duncan's the one that probably got him hot dose, but I can't prove it. So it's an overdose. So. And either way, so I do, not you. Yeah, well, you don't know me well as good as you think. Then maybe your mother would like to spend some time with you. Maybe it would be nice for her. Maybe she's not watching. It's too early. She'd be sleeping, Graham. Maybe the good people of his. There's no getting through to a man that doesn't want to get through to. We'll just give her a call maybe when she wakes up and see if it's possible. Or maybe we could play some basketball again. My number is the same as you know from my Facebook. You've probably been following that, or you don't go on there. You don't have Facebook. Well, Garrett, Josh, Brandon, Jumbo, and Jay, we're all good friends. You're still here. These are guys that I was close to. Didn't spend a lot of time with in the end for them, but they knew me. And probably flirting with death, doing drugs out there. Wow. Don't do with some guys you don't know. Nah, Graham, it's not a rap video, man. Life's not about the music you listen to, pal. You're from Kamloops. Robbie's here somewhere that I'm thinking I haven't heard from him. Robbie's your friend. He's living right down the road from your mom's. If he's still here, he probably is at home because it's too fucking expensive. I'm at home. I'm in Jupiter. It says zero, pal. We're more than pals. You're my close friend for a long time. I told you something in confidence that you told your father in confidence. Only him. That was the right thing to do. Got her to the right man. I don't know. It's ALS. I don't know, Graham. I don't know enough about health to know. Okay? So maybe it's just a genetic thing. I don't know. Maybe it is. I'd have to research what it is. I don't know what it is. Okay, I don't know. I'm sorry for your loss of your father. I'm sorry. Just trying to convince an old friend to come out here and visit his mom for much. And he's got the money to take a bus and not the money for next month's rent. Well, you should have. I have my reasons, Graham. I'm okay with my parents here. I don't know. You have mom left. Mom is here for you always. She would be. She's your mother. And you maybe the strict one in the house was your dad. And well, I know he's not here, and I'm not laughing at that. It's just a fact that maybe you could live a little bit of a better life, and mom could cook for you, and mom still cooks for me here. It's great. That part. You know, down a brother and a sister because I don't talk to my sister ever. She's no good. No good. I know that. She's horrible. Heinous fucking young lady. She's hell bent on making me fail and have my reputation ruined. I know that. That's why I don't visit with her ever. Last time was after my divorce and she was here and I simply yelled at her and she left. When I was landing from this RV and I simply yelled at her, get the fuck out of here. My parents understood that because I was pissed off from divorce. Last time I seen her before she drugged me in 2015, 2016. Oh, she tried to help me with medicine, she'd describe it as. Yeah, right. That's when I was really fucked up after that. She tried to give me a lethal dose of whatever she had. I lived through that, and that's why I don't visit with her anymore. I can't have her around. Me and Graham, we never poisoned each other, you and I. No, my mom and dad don't do it. Okay? You don't understand that. Jesus, man. Oh, God. He's got somebody in his ear telling him the wrong things. That's what it is. That's what it is. He got somebody in his ear telling him the wrong things. As usual, Graham listens to a guy from the street instead of somebody he knows well. And no, Graham, others have. He's not fucking stupid. He's far off from it. He's actually quite smart, but he focuses his mind on different things that don't matter, like rap music and basketball. Well, realistically, Graham, you're not going to be a professional basketball player. You're nearing 40, and you're not going to become a rapper unless you wanted to produce some beats. And I could do some rap because I'm actually pretty good at rap. And I happen to be very popular online. And it says zero, Graham. You think you're the only person in the world watching this? That's just because the Hells Angels watch it. Okay, Graham. Okay. Yeah, only they have YouTube, Graham. Yeah, no, this is the fixed up edited version of YouTube, right, Graham? Yeah, okay. Okay, Graham. No, whatever you say. Okay, whatever you say is right. He didn't text me no more. No, I said fuck off to him once during text when he was just playing Jason Robertson's little bitch. Well, hey, that's what he is. They do talking addicts too. No kidding, Graham. How's that going for you? You got next month's rent? You don't even have next month's rent. So why are you fucking with those guys? You're not making any money with them. Do they get you good jobs? No, you got to find your own jobs. It seems like you're getting fucked around just like I am. So wouldn't you want to be close to when we're together, we're having a good time, we don't mind? I can't go to Calgary. I'm strong here. I have my friends and family here in Kamloops. You know lots of people here. And you had a good time the last two times we were here. I'm sorry I got drunk on my 10-year anniversary of my brother's death. and I tried fighting some guys, and I was drugged by not Jason Martin, Jason Robertson that night. Jason Martin has been murdered. That happened last year. That was to try and scare me, I swear. Well, it didn't work. Well, this stuff doesn't bother Graham because he was raised with me. And he's listening to more rap music than he can. And he's lived in the city, South Surrey. And simply he'd be coming home victorious, Graham. You've shown the flag. Regardless of what you do, you're always going to be known as Cody Hayes' best friend. So, was or is still, that's up to you. Whatever you make of it, it doesn't matter. I mean, how could you not be? I mean, I told you something in the back of a schoolyard in Surrey or place in Vancouver. You only know, and you got in the way of something because I was probably drugged that night too, or we drank too many shots, and you lived, and well, you wanted to go, as far as I can remember. So, and you stole a nice jersey. It was probably a knockoff, but where you still have it. Oh, that'd be awesome if you did. So you lived, you got a scar, and I'm a street fighter. I'm just a tough fucking son of a bitch, just like my uncle was. And he's not around anymore. Well, you're not the only one. There. You're not the only one that lives a life with loss. Damn, he passed away 2019. Same year Jumbo passed away. Same year the man named Brock was taken. Uh, Cody Matthews was taken. So I don't know if it's a coincidence or not, Graham. I can't say. I mean, at ILS it was not a coincidence that he caught this. And I don't know. I mean, it probably was completely of natural. I don't know if it's genetics. You'd have to research it, Graham. Hey, you've never even met my dad, and he's my old man, but you two get along fine, and you got friends and family here. We're like your family, man. You've met my mother before. I know. I'm sorry about your crash you had on my birthday in 2010 or 2009. Well, he shouldn't have fucking hit you. Ross shouldn't have. That was between Pat and him. Don't worry, Pat's doing quite well actually. He's probably, well, as far as Trevor tells me, he's got a fishing boat. Whether he owns it or not, he's got into a mortgage. 35-year, 50-year on that one. Now they want something from me for it. They got us all snared up. Yeah, the guys that I grew up with. And you all know me. And you're all watching. It's not just the Hells Angels that got this. It's on YouTube for fuck's sake. So use your minds, man. You were all Vikes at one time, and Graham was a Titan, right? High school, but it's not. We're 35. Think about your friends and family. Weird things happen to them or anybody like that. And this year, 2019, Jumbo was murdered. Brock in Cash Creek was murdered. I knew him not for a long time. Cody Matthews was taken that year, I believe. Yes, and missing someone. It was suspicious to me then because I thought about it in my mind by myself. It was someone else. Well, it's 2019. Graham doesn't need to fight. He just needs to be a friend. I do the fighting on myself. It looks like I'm fighting myself. Well, your mother would be sleeping then. What is telekinetic? Nothing. It doesn't work. If you have a telekinetic bond with somebody, that's it. The only one you need. Because, well, simply put, there's the biggest inheritance bubble in the world happening. Because the .com bubble, the stock markets from the early 2000s to now had a lot to do with a lot of people and a lot of inventions on the internet. Okay, and on the internet especially software and hardware. Hardware only goes so far because it only gets so good. And what I could do on an interesting PC here. Well, this PC here is from a good friend. And, well, I make friends well, Graham, but you're the only buddy I ever spent time with because you just didn't care about all the bullshit. And you still listen to Jason Robertson's bullshit. He's a fucking clown, man. He's a nobody. He's sitting on a couple pieces of property that are in my name, and you can't move them because they did this out of they're trying to frame me up, and it didn't work. So of course the government's watching, and I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just trying to figure out my own life, and of course I didn't have anything to do with these men. And of course your dad was a legend, and your grandpa was a legend. You're in different genetics. I mean, and but I don't know anything about ALS. I don't know ALS. I don't know. I didn't get to visit him while he was sick, and I should have. I should have. I was right there with him though. I was playing poker, and he would have heard. He would have heard me, or felt that I was pissed off because I thought I was getting fixed up. Well, maybe the neighbors kept in touch. I don't know. Hopefully they did. Simply, I put my heart and soul into that poker, and I didn't make any money. But that's a different story. It doesn't matter right now. But I was next door. I was there. I was close by, and I just you told me on the phone, and I didn't answer the call. I missed the call actually when I was out, and I just didn't call you back because I figured it was better that you were with your friends or your family or your immediate family after the funeral and stuff. I just that's how it's always been. I called and I was polite on the phone. That was my bond with your parents, Graham. It's politeness. It's Graham home. And we never really met each other. And you met my mom maybe once or twice in the car. So if you met her any more times than that, I don't know about it because I'm the crazy one, right, with the mental health record. Well, I still have the record, but it wasn't that big of a deal to me. So everybody else kind of over it. So I'm trying to get on disability here. I still went through those mental health bits, whatever they were. They weren't a hissy fit. I'm just trying to appeal for my buddy to move home for a bit. If you don't like it, you could always move back. If you don't have next month rent, what's the difference? If you just work a job out here for, it's not embarrassing, Graham. I don't have it either right now. I just did have it though. I'm not asking you to help me with that. That's going to be reinstated here soon. And I don't need to be spied on or robbed from. You wouldn't need to do that because you're your own man. You don't need to do that. Nobody need to do that to your friend. That's what a Soviet does. That's what a Soviet did to ruin the fucking Soviet Union. And there's good men from the Soviet Union, plenty of them, the ones that lived through it. Because it was started in the east side of the Berlin Wall and went all the way to Vladivostok. And they fought in Afghanistan, and proxy war was fought there, probably with spies, and the Soviets were there with tanks. And well, I don't know I don't know what that history is like. Probably some of it really horrible, and some of it not as bad, and it's like any war. Some of it's good and some of it's evil. Well, there's no good to war. It's all bad, but some good things come from war. Got to be some good from war. Young men are going to keep fighting them. Well, because old men can never get along. I mean, old men are leading and young men are fighting. It is a life. I can't explain it all. I don't know. I've never been to a real war. Simba's looking at me like I'm in shit. Well, Simply put, it's all for an act, except for when I'm speaking to my good buddy who thinks that the zero is just for him or for Jason and his gang. He's fucking lying to you. I don't lie, okay? Listen to your mom. And she and her friends in the 80 plus club with the old women have more money tucked away in Kamloops than any men have in Kamloops. You wonder how that's possible because the men wanted to be smart and keep the money away, so I couldn't get it. And the old birds did the opposite. They put it here, and it's here for ages. The men will never out. The men with Queen Elizabeth, they they hunkered down and they gambled on me. Women play bingo. When they all play bingo, one of them wins every night. All the old birds fix. Well, the men, the crusty old men, leave the bingo to them. And usually they got a crusty old man at home who doesn't want to go down to the bingo hall. It's just they're thinking maybe we should start going to the bingo hall, but leave the bingo to the women. And the meat draws, well, usually they're there together. I would talk to my old grandpa about some of these things. I was a curious man with Harold, and I stopped being curious with Grandpa. I let Grandpa Wayne just tell me the stories about mining and guns. We didn't talk about much else. Mining and guns. Because you can't have a gun without a mine. Grandma's good jobs here. With your family name, and with your grandfather's family name, the blade was named after him, Graham. I figured this out through my research. That's what they tell me. The man was a legend that somebody named his knife after him. It's true. Folklore, probably. Well, why wouldn't you? Even if it was for a month and you work 2 weeks of them, you have, or you work for a month to get another month's rent out there. You know, if you're not having a good time out there, why not move back home? Robbie's still here somewhere. Do you get along with him? Justin's still here. Eva, Anga's still here. You know, these are his old buddies too. You heard some things. Everybody hears some things, but it's not about work. It's about friends. And it's for other buddies that I don't know that you know. If you were older than me, you had different peers. We met in the basketball gym, man. That's just me at SKSS. I even played in that basketball gym once since. I did one time. Impossible. Got good connections. Oh, I don't remember who. Secret. You know, you want? I simply into collecting coins now. I never was in that one. Yeah, because I was working on my car. I'm not a leader of anything, Graham. You think of me however you want. You don't need to move home to even visit with me. Just move home and be there for your mother. And then don't message me and move home. I don't care. I told you to fuck off once. That was the end of it. Let's draw the book, the camera's back, that's fine. Move back and enjoy a good life. Get a job at Highland Valley Copper, New Gold. They'd probably hire you on, Graham, just because of who you are. You got lots of experience doing a lot of different things. They hire men that aren't just 20, you know. Maybe they're not hiring them right now. Maybe they're going to hire spree in another few years. You wouldn't know unless you were here. The railways are here, but they ship you out of town in the beginning. This is how it is with them. Well, you could probably get a job in a lot of places with his mother's connections and then my connection. And then the old birds. But wouldn't it be a nice thing to see us playing basketball as we usually do? And we could maybe pick, you know, I know you're a heterosexual brother from another mother. Pick up some women. But I'm simply a different man than you. I have more secrets. Told you one of them. No, I never did pull the trigger on that one. Got to know one now. Real well. He stabbed me in the back first, so Tamara cares. I don't. Not you, Graham. Alinsky. Don't worry about him. There's nothing to worry about here. Just too many people know about it now. You wouldn't dare. I mean, if they don't want us to be in it's a song. I want Taylor Swift too, but that's not gonna happen. Kendall Jenner would be nice too, but that's not gonna happen. I mean, in what world would that girl even know who I am? I'm gonna write a book of poetry about her. Cody Jean Edward 1 X.com. This one here is and then Cody Hayden 792, and then Cody Hayden 793, and one of my favorites, Hayden on Earth, Cody on Earth, or whatever it is, Cody on Air, Hayden on Air, Hayden on Earth. These are on X.com. I do lots of content, Graham. Sure, we read some poetry. I don't think you do, Facebook. If you do, you've blocked me. You're the only one. And it's okay. It's the Hells Angels. All of them are watching, Graham. You're not a full patch member. You don't have next month's rent. So what the fuck have they done for you? Nothing. Simply put, because maybe it is because of me. So I'm sorry for that, but I'm not trying to run you in the wrong direction, trying to get you to go home to visit your mother for a month. I need to only talk to her. She's a reasonable woman because she's a school teacher, and all my school teachers are reasonable women. They're reasonable people, and they're all from the same faculty. They're cut from the same cloth, those teachers. And the goddamn Hells Angels haven't started fucking with them, I hope. Sacred thing of the teachers. And they fight for their money, and they don't care about money. They got enough to live off and have fun, and they like teaching children. And your dad taught lessons to you that I've learned. Better than a kick in the lips with a pair of wet rubber boots. Moving home is not embarrassing. A lot of people live with their parents. Even one so precious, and I won't even mention her name. 2 of them, 3 of them, maybe. Some are out on their own with their husbands, kids. And a girl from my generation having a child, or my peers from 35. In the OC, I got them all beat, hands down. With respect, other than with the PC few. Not the filthy few, no. These are the PC few. Some haven't. Good for them. Some are traditional. Good. Untraditionals, no. Maybe trade secret. And untraditional. Well, I don't care. There's a difference between bikers and there's riders. Some men need to go to sleep. Uncle Cody, that was bad. Some dads are awesome. Some dads, that's over the best. They love their job, driving a truck. Big truck. But Grandpa loves them both for. Doesn't know about me though. Caught me stealing candy at Jim Patterson's place. And you know I talk about loyal employees. I already got warned about stealing one. That man takes it too seriously. And he does, because I've seen him do it better than when he, more or less. Well, I don't know what happened there. He got a nice bag out of it, though. Souvenir. Or a heirloom, whatever you want. It's not your money, man. I seen him deal with another lady one day. Well, people know not to step on that right now. So, you guys been strict on that, but they just helped me. Tell why my neck got place. No, I was really so mad. I miss that friend. And my goggles were fogged, and somebody offered me their goggles. I didn't take them. I left them in the truck overnight. I didn't want to stay the second night, but we did anyways. I don't blame anybody. Sent to need a chiropractor, but at this rate, I only trust Natasha. Next time she's in town, she better call me. I was doing the roof with Uncle Andy, but who knows what he was at behind there. I guess it was working for him as his bitch. He's been profiting off me my whole career, and he never had the heart to tell me. Good fix, eh? How those WAPs do it now, eh? Canadian WAPs are smart, eh? I got some WAP in me too. Yeah, Grandma Denise was Italian. A little bit. She's French Italian. Uh, Uncle Mario pegged me as French Italian mafia. Well, he wasn't far off. That exists. Different, different bread. We got WAPs in there too. WAP this. WAP, 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 whip, WAP. Crack the whip on him. Which one? Well, the Romans failed, man, so they want vengeance upon the earth for it. They even have some power in the Asian Orient. No kidding. Let me see. When I went to Mexico or Cuba, the first place I ate was with my sister, Glister. Literally. So she's never going to see me again. I'll never see her again. So that's just, Mom can keep trying, but she knew the rumors that girl started about our family up here. She's literally just waiting for something. And she's not going to get it for a long time. And she might have to serve life before that happens. She fixed up things all the time down there. It's horrible. She never comes around. I'd have done that right there. She probably tried sleeping with her. They kept in touch all the time. I don't care. That's her problem. And I don't care. Grandma want to date her, go ahead, pal. You do that to disrespect me. Well, who are you disrespecting? You guys are on the losing side then. Maybe Gannon's too far down. He might be. So then let him be a patch later. Because they haven't done him a world of good. They haven't done him anything. He doesn't have next month's job. He's listening to Caldi. Caldi is one of them. He listens to the wrong man. You understand? I'm not a Hells Angel. Never fucking will be. That's why I got. That's why I got this creative freedom. Simply because of that. That alone. They don't want them to be recruiting the governments. I didn't have no sit down about it. It makes sense. No, they're connected to the Canadian mafia. I'm the only one that's connected to the Canadian mafia. Because simply put, 80 plus cub need to know one thing. I was shot last year. I'll show you the bullet wound. Yeah, it was a 22. I had to dig it out with my pocket knife. Cover it up with a meth pipe fucking burn. Right there. Because I covered the scar up. Well, I did. So 22 is only a little tiny wound, and it heals on its own. The oldest of men told me, keep it to your fucking self and it won't be a problem. You're allowed to be on YouTube and the rest of the social medias. I don't know, he looked old. Old as dirt. That's what I said to him. He nearly shot me again. It's like that has nothing to do with my psyche. Nothing. I mean, less than nothing. Nobody does. Well, really. They all want to be connected now. They're not connected. These people that think they know me, they don't. This guy knows it. He knows me so well. He talks to me when I'm in the shower. I say, busy lady. They're for entertainment purposes. It's funny. I don't have much embarrassing of it. People just do it. My phone friend is now they're turning against me. And now they think they're representing something. They don't represent shit. They represent the Hells Angels. That's it. They want to be they want to be an overthrowing clock with the Hells Angels patch on, and that's what you are. You don't get to represent me and fucking no. Psychology though. Quit lying a lie. I love you. It's just something on person. Now you're all gone to fix the top and that's it. You got to feel over all of you. You think you're the person. You're not the person in the purpose. Don't fuck with me. I don't want to figure it out. Everybody talks about it. Anything wrong, that's the person. You get to see that. Well, you need to get somebody. That one here was fucking like one year something. I'm the man in the middle. Your man ain't doing it for you. You know they're not. Unless they want him to think they are. Well, son of a bitch. Can't do what I can't do. Attitude. I've been saying that for years. They have service company and that's what they can't do. But that's how they're out service company. I know. It's fucking first. Talk 365. Doesn't matter. Sure, that's it. Good. One thing, one after the time, I gotta wear different hats. That's different. Yeah, on that. I need to. You still date me. You never broke up with me. I'm always with your own grave. Tell her, Paul. I need to work. I had a couple persons who want to get 50. I still love her. You know I love her, but it's frustrating. Tough woman to love. Oh, she doesn't know how to make a plan for your brother. That brother. That's a her. That's not a stepbrother. I got picture. Picture of that. Nobody gets affected on something. Everybody thinks about doing that. They want to hear about this escaping in person. I can't fucking see it before he gets it. All I got to do is go to Leonard's house and get permission from him, and he's gone. Like literally, Leonard will probably give me a gun, Mr. Leonard, and I'll go shoot him, and he'll shoot him himself. Chase me around with an axe for no reason. I simply wanted to know the woman's name. I couldn't remember it for the life of me. Kayla, Vanessa, I don't know. The white sounding name, she's an Indian. First Nation's probably half white. I don't know. She's like she's got some white men in her, women in her. I don't know. The question is why she's working there. Because other friends from that world. I simply wanted to know her name, and he fucking lost it. He thought he was running me off a First Nations land. He's a dying Indian anyways. That's what he tells me. He lives off of milk and fucking crackers. Yeah, well, he did that because I let him do that. I could have took that in the axe from him and she could have released the dogs on me. That's probably what she's going to do. They had a plan there. Or she didn't want to do it. But whatever. There's two dogs, her, and me. Sent him to a road and knocked him out or kill him. He was in a fight to the death with that guy. I let him have his little pride. He was dying, man. There's fucking flat broken, cracked up pills all over the room. It was crack habit. And someone called that place broke down. He's probably in on it. Or he told somebody he gave me the key. Well, I was going to move in there. I never spent